7:20 now. I got up to the blind maybe 10 minutes ago, tops. We're in the blind that I built this summer on our 20-acre property that overlooks a bean field, and then we got the turnips in the winter on the backside. And wow, that couldn't have worked out any better. That was so awesome. I woke up this morning and was getting ready to come out here. Was getting everything, made sure I had my orange and since muzzleloader season here in Kansas, and was just about ready to leave the house when my son woke up. So I had to fix him a bottle, rock him, get him back to sleep. And I was thinking, man, they'll probably be all gone in bed by the time I can get out there. But I'm kind of back into bed. The sun was already up for the most part. I mean, it was definitely legal shooting light. And I came out here, snuck in the back door. Already out in the turnips feed was the does I've been after. Now I've seen this group multiple times. I mean, 3 or 4 times at least. It has a young doe with her 2 twin fawns and this older doe. She's much older, you can tell. Big old body on her. But lately she's been bossing around those fawns, kicking them away, trying to run them off the food plots and such. And I was really wanting to fill the freezer with some meat, get a doe tag, so coming out here I was definitely looking after, hoping to kill, harvest that doe. So, luck was having, she was out here with that group today, so she came out there, gave me a pretty far shot, ended up being about 65 yards from the blind, but I can't stress this enough. I've practiced that shot over and over and over, because from scouting, sitting in this blind, the last 2 times I've been out here hunting, whether I've been out here myself or been out here with a friend trying to get the deer with the muzzleloader, every time the does have walked by, they've been at 60 yards, give or take, just on the other side of the beans, eating the green turnips winter high. So I knew it was going to be a far shot. And the farthest I've ever taken, I've taken some pretty far shots, but that's by far the farthest one I've ever taken. So I practiced until I had great groups. I felt super confident. And the biggest factor was when I came out here and she gave me that 65-yard shot. I pulled my bow back with the intentions of, not the intentions of shooting, but the intentions of seeing if I could hold my pen and bow steady enough that I could feel confident enough, and I was 110% confident in that shot. I pulled back, my pen was sitting right where I wanted to. I was holding still. I squeezed the trigger and let it go, and it ended up being a great shot. My first instinct with using those nocturnals and those lighted nocks, it went through her so fast, which I can't express enough. Is an amazing thing. Those FMJ arrows and that wasp jackknife did a great job so far, from what I can tell. I can't say too much before I go check out the blood and the arrow itself. Hopefully she's not too far, but getting up past her 65 yards on a big old mature doe is pretty amazing. So I can't stress enough, like I said, about how much I practiced that shot. And it didn't matter to me if that was a doe or a buck standing there 65 yards. I was going to do the same thing, but I didn't feel confident, and I didn't feel like it was going to be an ethical shot. I'm not going to wound a deer, so sometimes that does happen, but I was definitely going to be taking a shot that I felt confident in. And that's the biggest part. That's the most thing I can stress to you guys about taking a far shot like that. I would love for them to get closer, but that was as close of a shot I was going to be able to take, so I kind of had to just take it. Like I said, I felt confident. It felt great, and it ended up being great. Like I said, the arrow went through it so quick that I honestly thought I shot underneath her. I could see the lighted knock the entire time, basically, it felt like. So I played the footage back on the camera, saw it didn't hit her, and I did look like I made a great shot. So I can't wait to go down there and check the arrow out, and hopefully she's not too far laying out there in the cedar, so we're going to go out there and check it out.
Alright, go ahead.
I'll just say it's 11. Well guys, it's 11 o'clock out here now. I finally had help with somebody getting the camera so they can follow me do this recovery. Hopefully she didn't go too far in the cedars we got up here. I'm thinking she probably just kind of head to a bedding area or just into a thick part and laid down and hopefully expired. So right here's the shot initially. I got my arrow down here. There's some dry blood. There's a little bit of dry blood on these turnips. Can't really see too much. Yeah, that thing's got some good blood on it. Looks real red, even though it's already dried up. I'm still in awe of the fact that it blew through her that quick at that distance. I mean, this setup is something else. All right, so I know she went right up here and just sat there for a little bit, so we'll go up here and look for some blood. Just a couple drops. Some more just the dried up stuff coming through here. Oh, yeah, there's some good blood here. Goes up here. Got some blood going through here. Kind of look the way it looked like she was going through here. Okay, yeah, there's some blood right here. Some good stuff there. There's a lot more there. That's a good sign. Kind of hard to see. Looks like there's some good bubbles in there though. More blood right over here. There's some up in here.
Yeah, it's sticking now.
Yeah. So I'm thinking my arrows don't fall off. Oh, there she is right there in front of me. I don't know if you can see that. It's right there on the ground. You get through up here, you can see right here. Right there.
Oh, yeah. There she is.
She didn't go that far at all, really. I mean, it's thick stuff, but watch out. Well, we'll not gonna be able to shoot camera in there, so we'll go ahead and drag her out here in the open and tag her and get the rest of the footage for you guys. asshole, son. That's a hell of an exit wound right there, bud.
Yeah, it is. Pretty good placement.
Great placement for the distance, but that's what happens when you practice and practice and practice. All right, we'll go get the truck, and we can just both drag her out here.
Okay.
Well, guys, finally got her. She didn't go very far. She went to some really thick stuff, which I kind of expected, being that the 20 acre has a ton of cedars. But she almost ended up in one of my bedding areas I cut. But she's a great doe. I couldn't be happier with her. I mean, that's my exit one there. It's a great, I said it was a great shot. I couldn't be any happier with it. You know, even at 65 yards, I just, you know, I had the confidence and had the practice down. Like I said, I pulled back and really made sure my pin was rested well before I even thought about pulling the trigger and so on. So, you know, whether it was a buck or a doe, I was going to treat the same way. I'm not trying to wound any deer here in any sort of the way just by taking a shot, just because I feel like it's my only one. You know, through watching them and studying them, I knew that's about what I was going to have to do. So like I said, I've been practicing for the past few weeks and felt really confident in the shot. So we're going to go ahead and it's really starting to warm up here. There's flies getting all over her, so we're going to go ahead and get her back to the house, get her cleaned up, and get her in the freezer. Alright. Well, guys, one thing I also wanted to share is, you know, this doe really means a lot to us. Not just as a meat she's going to provide, but this is the first deer we've harvested on the 20 since myself and my wife bought it last September and moved in. So it's a good mark there for us, and hoping there's many more to come. I mean, it definitely means a lot this season after losing permission to some farms I've been hunting for the past 18 years, ever since I was 12. You know, every deer I've harvested just came off of that property up north, and said family kind of owns it, and they're the ones that don't want us hunting up there no more. So we have to make do with just this 20, and you know, I think starting out like this is starting out great. So I can't wait to see what the rest of the season has to offer us out here.
All the way to arm.
So we pulled this chip this morning after our hunt, and we found that Durham's last time he was active up at our stand was on 9/19, which today is 9/24. So it's been 5 days since he's come through, and it was at 3 a.m. in the morning. So not sounding super promising, but we're gonna just try and stay patient, and hopefully luck's on our side again. We also saw a buck that came through earlier this week about 7:30 in the morning that we actually have not seen before, and he has no name. So we will be coming up with a name hopefully tonight, and we'll let you guys know his new name. So at 5 in the afternoon on September 24th, and it is 80 degrees, so pretty warm. But we're gonna head on up to our stand and get settled in, and we'll meet you guys up there. Okay, after much deliberation, we've come up with the name Jersey for the new buck that we saw on the camera. And just for a little background information for you guys who are following, the reason we name our bucks the names we do, the location that we're on is called the Beef House. The landowner has a herd of cattle that he keeps on the property, and so we thought it'd be funny if we named our target bucks after breeds of cattle. So again, we have Durham, Galloway, and now Jersey, which are all, again, types of cattle. We also noticed on our way out this morning that there's actually a new scrape right in front of our stand that the bachelor group of bucks that we have created. So we have our main one that we kind of helped start over on our right side, and then they have started a second one over on a different set of branches over on our left side. So hopefully this new scrape will bring in one of our target bucks. Okay, so it's about 6:45 in the evening now. We haven't really seen anything quite yet, but we are hearing across the field here that they are combining the cornfield, so hoping that that might actually bring us some good luck the next couple hunts. So hopefully within the next 45 minutes here we will see one of our target bucks.